So, Elisa, let's start with les côtelettes de grive à la broche, a dish that is typical of the cuisine from Orléans. A noble, pure, and simple cuisine like the landscapes of the Loire, known for their outstanding dishes of wild game. Pâté de l'ouette de bois, de petits verres, pâte de coeur, farine de chevière. Do you follow? Never mind. Your ear will slowly become used to the language and the names of the dishes. Let's see. Repeat after me. Les côtelettes de grive à la broche.
Les côtelettes de brie à la broche.
Never mind. Just say it in Creole. Fresh chops. Frankly, I would have preferred somebody with more experience, but if Madame chose you, where did you say you worked before?
At a bakery.
Was it your job to knead?
I was the attendant, and at the festivals I used to help cook the lechen.
Look, I can't imagine what Madame saw in you, but there's one thing we have to be clear on. You are here because in a few months I will be travelling, and you will not ruin this trip for me. How utterly clumsy to go and stand right under a bleeding hair.
I didn't see it.
Well, if you want to stay here, you'll have to learn fast. So let's not waste any more time. Let's start with the thrushes. We need 20. Are there 20?
I counted them more than once.
Let's see. 19.
That can't be.
That can't be. You mean you counted wrong hand?
There were 20.
So one flew away?
Oh, no, that's...
Well, if you say there were 20, then find the missing one. Madame and Monsieur are used to eating 10 thrushes each.
It has to be somewhere.
Yes, I heard you. But where? It is a matter of smell. To cook, one needs to have a good sense of smell. Do you have it? Did you look in there?
Oh, there it is. Who could have put it there?
You, of course.
No, it wasn't me.
Are you suggesting that I did it?
I didn't say that.
So what did you say?
That I didn't put it
Well, if
there.
it wasn't you, it was me. There's nobody else here.
You?
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying... I don't know what I'm saying.
Nor what you are doing. You must have put it there and then forgotten about it. Your head must be somewhere else. All girls your age are always thinking about something else. I said to Madame I would prefer someone older, but Madame always thinks she knows better than me.
I swear, I'll pay careful attention. It's the last time something like this will happen.
Are you sure?
I want to do things properly. I want to learn. I want to be a great cook, like you.
Like me? I learnt from the greats, the masters of cuisine l'ancienne, the great Prosper Montenot, Casimir, chef de la Maison Dorée, Karnofsky. I don't think you can appreciate what any of this means.
Oh, I want to learn, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am. Call me Nicole. To learn. As if it were that easy. Years and years of work. Plucking, emptying, brittling, flaming, blanching, budding, deboning, castrating.
I'll do everything you say.
Let's get back to the thrushes. Listen to me very carefully. I will tell you step by step what you have to do. Now, take that thrush, stab a knife through the breastbone, make a cut up to the tailbone. Good. Now, you must pull out the insides with the utmost care. They mustn't fall apart, huh? They're precious. We'll use the guts, the liver, and the intestine to prepare the stuffing. Then we add a little glass of Armagnac.
Armagnac?
We dilute it with Schiedam
Schiedam?
and Brambos's gin.
Brambos's gin.
Ah, what a good mix. Chop. Chop, 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 chop. Enough. Now you have to debone it. Watch carefully. Take a very sharp pair of scissors. Cut either side of the stomach and do it. What is wrong? Don't tell me that. This shocks you.
Oh, no. It's just that it's so small.
It is small, so it requires a skillful and precise cut. Like that. Once it's cut in two, you separate the breast from the legs, and we cut with the feet, and with the legs we make the chops. Do you follow?
Yes.
Do you think you can continue on your own?
On my own?
That is what I said.
Okay.
That is the spirit. prepare escargot arbonnaise, one of Monsieur's favorite dishes, a dish that is typical of the cuisine from Languedoc-Sienne, an active and at the same time creamy cuisine, but above all, harmonious. 60 dozen snails, Elisa. Exactly 720.
720? And for when do you want them?
For tomorrow. Well, don't worry, Elisa. You'll find them. The park is big, you've seen it. It goes from the mountain down to the sea. Monsieur's great-grandfather was a fierce hunter, won that land from the Indians. Take my advice. Wear warm clothes. The wind is blowing very hard, and those black clouds look stormy.
720?
Warm up the water?
Yes, I did.
Did you add enough salt?
Yes.
Good. Now you must add the vinegar. How many days did you leave the snails to fast?
About 10, I think.
You think? You didn't take note?
No?
Well, I did. It has to be exactly 10 days. Let's see. Thank goodness. It's 10 days today. Add the vinegar to the water. Remember, you have to change it several times. The last time it must be cold water. So I see you managed to collect the snails without too much trouble in the end, huh?
Actually, I had some help.
Who?
The foreman helped me. Funes, I think his name is.
Who gave you permission to speak to Funes?
Nobody! He offered to help.
Well, he's always offering himself. I don't care if he goes running after other skirts. But poor him! Poor him if he sticks his nose in my kitchen. Do you know how to loosen the shells from the snails?
You didn't you just tell me how?
Well, let's chit-chat with Funes, and you're paying attention here. You boil them in water with salt, pepper, and a bay leaf. Come, write it down, otherwise you'll forget it. Where's the notebook and the pencil that I gave you, huh? Come on! What are you waiting for? When the shells have come off, you drain them and then rinse them in seasoned water, olive oil, and 3 or 4 crushed garlic cloves.
Seasoned water, olive oil, crushed garlic.
How much garlic did I say?
3 cloves.
Actually, no, I said 3 or 4. I did not say 3. Okay, can we continue? And now what is the matter?
It smells funny, doesn't it?
What do you smell?
It smells funny.
You don't recognize it or you don't want to say it. What do you smell?
It smells rotten.
Good, Elisa! Well done, of course. It's the pheasant up there. Pheasant façade is one of the most sublime dishes of cuisine ancienne.
But it must taste rotten.
Exactly, that's what's so special about it. You taste the pheasant when it's at its peak.
Peak?
Yes! A cook should taste every flavor. A landouette, for example, is recognized because ça sent la merde. Do you follow, dear?
What does mad mean?
Mad means shit. Landouette is made out of cow's guts, and a good landouette is that in which some remains of shit are left. Are you disgusted?
Yes. No! It's just that I'm not used to it.
Well, you get used to it all right, and you will see that everything can be eaten, and you'll start with the pheasant. The pheasant? It's missing a piece. Somebody has taken a piece.
It wasn't me.
A rat? There is a rat in my kitchen. You repulsive creature. I'm going to make mince out of you, huh? So you like pheasant? listen, do you? I'm going to prepare a special little dish for you. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Did I tell you about the mayonnaise?
The mayonnaise?
The mayonnaise for the snails?
Oh, no.
Well, the mayonnaise is made nice and thick, and once it's ready, you pour it over the snails, and voila! You have one of Monsieur's favourite dishes. By the way, have you met him?
No, I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, good. Take my advice. If you don't like to be cooked, don't get too close. Like that. You're young, and Monsieur likes fresh meat. So now you know. Take this up to the pub. It's time for Monsieur's drink. Repulsive rat. I wouldn't even be able to fit it on my nose. Give it to me, please. Oh, and where are you going to wear it, Elisa? At the town dance? Madame, she has the funniest idea.
Careful, it doesn't get dirty.
Don't worry, it's perfectly fine. Now let's get back to work. Let's see how the marinade is. Very good. Now you must strain them piece by piece and clean them with a dry kitchen cloth. Did you put the prunes to soak?
You didn't tell me.
Of course I did. The dish is called rabbit with prunes. It's impossible to forget the prunes.
You didn't tell me.
Don't be stubborn. I told you wrote it down. Where's your notebook? Then we'll see.
No!
No? You're saying no to me?
No.
Okay, on like that. Now really lose it. Where's your notebook?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. Have you lost it? No. It's right there. Give it to me.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. Huh? What is this? What are these scribbles?
I'm very clever. I will learn.
You don't know how to write. Dear God, just what I needed.
Thou shalt love God above all things. Thou shalt not use his holy name in vain. Thou shalt sanctify the holy day. Thou shalt honor thy mother and father. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not fornicate. Thou shalt not bear false witness nor lie. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, and thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods.
What are you doing now?
It's the catechism. I know it off by heart. For the Bible says that I'm very clever, that I learn faster than all the other girls. To Almighty God I confess, to Blessed Mary, ever Virgin, to Blessed Michael the Archangel, to the holy apostles Peter and Paul, to all the saints, and to you, brothers, and to you, Father, that I have sinned exceedingly through thought, word, and deed, through my fault, through my most grievous fault.
Well, we'll see about that. Now, why don't you do what you were supposed to do this morning and put the prunes to soak? Or does Missy Little prefer to carry on dancing? Oh, dear Lord, and on top of it, Madame has given her wings and lets her believe who knows what. I would like to see them dance when I'm not around. Because I am going on holiday, you know. I'm going, even though Madame doesn't believe it. Did you keep the blood?
Yes, I did.
Where is it?
It's in the pantry.
Good. Now you must mix the broth with the juice from the marinade. No, wait, better with red wine. Pour it into a glass, bring it back.
Should I mix them?
Yes, no. Now you can. We sprinkle the rabbit with a... Oh!
What did I do?
There it goes! Into the pantry! Cecil, don't frighten her away. She's mine. I'm going to do a hole in there.
Oh, God.
I'm going to make a little cocktail.
That dress is ruined.
The sauce!
It's blood.
Blood! We'll have to kill another rabbit. Go and get another rabbit now. I need the blood to fill in the sauce.
But what about my dress?
Well, the dress is at least without worries. It can be clean. Now go and get another rabbit now.
What if it doesn't come off?
Well, of course it will. You just soak it in cold water. Water like wine dilutes the blood. Now go. La bon rouge. It dilutes the blood. And so many other things as well. We have to castrate them, Elisa.
Castrate them? Where's
You see, this is the appendage here under the tail. Huh?
Oh, that little black thing. What harm could that do?
Well, it tastes bad. You remove it like that.
Oh, God, it's suffering.
Well, what did you expect? That it would applaud? We'll prepare one of the most sublime dishes of the Boyer's cuisine. Le Acrover de Monsieur le Cardinalise.
What?
Sir Prior's cardinalized crabs. Put the water to boil and castrate the crabs. I'll take care of the larks. Are you finished with the crabs?
Almost.
I need you to reduce the sauce. Dry white wine, aromatize with onions, shallots, thyme, salt, parsley.
White wine, onions, thyme.
Oh, here they are. Here we go. The man that gets Madame a little overexcited, huh? Oh, Medina Oliveras. Oh, he's so charming. Oh, funny, Madame.
They're shooting at the pigeons.
Hit them all. Mr. Medina Oliveras is a champion pigeon shooter. Last year, he bet that he could kill 600 pigeons in 60 minutes.
And what happened next?
Well, he won it. Shooting at a 45-meter distance and killing 566 pigeons in 60 minutes. Put the crabs to boil.
But they're alive.
They have to boil till as late as the cardinal's lips.
But they're alive.
Again, Mr. Medina Oliveras. Last year, despite winning the bet, his blood was still boiling. He'd wanted to track the deer that Monsieur had hunted. And this year, they'll fight for the boar. Nico, said Monsieur to me, as he said, with a very, very rare golden wine, a white Mousseigneur. Nico, that imbecile Medina Oliveras will never get his hands on those magnificent half-moon tusks.
The magnificent half-moon tusks. What on earth is that?
The boar's K19. They called half moon because they've grown so long and they're in the shape of half a moon.
And how long are they?
Well, why don't you ask Monsieur? He'll gladly tell you.
Oh, Monsieur, I'm too shy.
Well, then why don't you ask Foules? He also knows. Or are you going to tell me that you're too shy with him?
Would you like to taste the sauce?
Not bad, not bad. Now you must season it with salt, pepper, and a pinch of cayenne.
Salt, pepper, and what?
Medina Oliveras will never beat Monsieur because Monsieur has his dog, Dandy, a ferocious boar hunter.
It's a pinch of. Someone's been wounded.
Where are you going?
They may need help.
Not from you, they don't.
But someone has to.
Shut up! The only place you are needed is here. Now get back to work and fast, because now no matter what has happened, the food must be ready at 1 o'clock sharp. Sharp, Elisa!
It's a pinch of what?
better than a Tyrannese recipe, Elisa, to bring back happiness, health, and life. Is the ox broth ready?
Yes, Nicole, cold and skimmed as you requested.
Good. Tyrannese recipes, Elisa, as the great Prosper Montagnard says, combine révélation, vitality, and joie de vivre with the spirit of the cas. In other words, it is a clear, simple, logical cuisine that could resuscitate a corpse.
Monsieur hasn't gotten out of bed in a week.
Just a moment. The potage cream d'Argonne will bring back his desire to live and to hunt.
I cut up the rabbit and put half of it in the pot.
Not in that one, not the aluminium one.
I'll change it right away.
No, leave it, it's already screwed. Use the other half. I'll prepare a little meal for my rat with that one.
For your rat?
It's a devilishly astute and resistant creature. It manages to eat, leaving aside the poison. But since I give it such huge quantities, it will have to swallow more than it wants to. Let's see how long it lasts.
Poor man, don't you think?
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Medina Olivares.
Poor man? Are you serious? And what about Monsieur, who saw his best dog shot dead by somebody who thought was his best friend?
It was an accident.
An accident, you're very naive, my dear. I'm sure that Medina Olivares was determined to do whatever it took to prevent Monsieur from hunting that half moon and getting his hands on those magnificent tusks. Speaking of which, did you ask Funes how long the tusks were?
No.
Do you feel ill?
No!
Monsieur adored that dog. Not exaggerating when I say it was like the son he never had. Anyway, what is the use of crying over spilt milk? The only thing that matters now is that Monsieur recovers.
Madame doesn't look ill either.
No, she suffers from shortness of breath and hot flushes since Monsieur kicked out our charming Medina Olivares. I wish I had what she needs.
I finished cutting up the pork and veal.
This bottle holds the very essence of the French spirit. Come. What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Just a little dizzy.
See, you have to sleep at night, Elisa.
Why do you say that?
Well, I've seen you coming home at 6 in the morning from dancing, surely. And I thought I saw you arrive with Funes.
Are you spying on me?
Absolutely not.
It was Sunday. I can do whatever I choose with my life.
Of course you can, Elisa, but you know, women who run around with Funes.
I don't run around with Funes.
Women who run around with Funes end up sorry, Elisa. Put the meat into the broth. Very carefully. Don't spill a single drop. You clumsy, useless, disgraceful, illiterate wench! You ruined Monsieur's soup. Wait till Madame finds out. She'll agree with me and then she'll give you the boot. And now what is wrong with you? Haven't you done enough already?
Leave me alone, please.
This is far from being over. I'm going to go to speak to Madame right now.
Oh, Nicole, please. I promise. It won't happen again.
Absolutely not. We can't waste another second with you. This time, Madame will let me choose, and you'll have to accept that she stuck her foot in it up to her caracou. You polished the bone. You swallowed all the poison. I don't think you'll live much longer.
Morning, Nicole.
Well, here she is again, happily recovered, ready to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Nicole.
Nicole.
Well, something out of that poncho of yours, but I never knew it would be that big.
I wasn't hiding anything.
But if Madame knew, she didn't tell me that you came with a little surprise. Although I must admit that you've managed to lift her spirits. She hardly remembers Medina Olivares anymore. Now all she thinks about is your guacho, dear.
My baby is no guacho. It has a father and a mother, for your information.
Oh, really? And who, may I ask, knocked you up?
What does it matter? What matters is that many people wanted to. And with you, did anyone want to?
Look it. Today we are preparing carne a la ronesa. Feathers bother you, don't they?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Here, smell this. It will go away. Do you know what it is?
I think it's savory.
Very good. And this one, do you know what that is?
A rosemary.
Coriander. And what do we use coriander for?
For meat dishes, I think.
And for what else?
For soups.
And for sauces and sausages. Now smell this one. Do you know what it is?
I think it has a funny name.
Well, say it. Try.
Gil.
Dilla, Elisa. How many times have I said to you that to be a cook, you need to have a good sense of smell? Without it, you are lost. That's called motherly instinct.
What are you talking about?
About the cow, of course you don't hear it.
It's blood chilling.
She knows she's going to be slaughtered. Animals know. She must be looking at Funès with those sad eyes. But Funès's heart is as hard as stone. He won't have any compassion even though the cow is pregnant. Do you hear it?
No.
You don't hear the silence. That's it. The mooing is over. She must be lying on her side, her eyes filled with fear, fixed on Funès, and he goes, bam! He must have already sliced her belly open. Have you never eaten unborn calf, dear? It's a real delicacy, a real treat, a tender white meat that just melts in your mouth. But don't tell me that you're going to break down again. Or maybe you thought that you'd have to cook the unborn calf, and in your state. Well, don't worry, dear. The fetus is prepared on the grill, and as you know, that's Funès's job around here. Do you feel better? Do you think we can get back to work? Can we carry on with the canard à Funès? Once you open it, you empty it, you season it with 50 grams of brioche, rosemary, thyme flour, savory, 2 finely chopped onions, salt and pepper. Is that clear, Elisa? 50 grams of brioche, thyme flour, rosemary, savory, 2. Cider from Normandy. Do you know how many varieties of cider are produced in Normandy?
You didn't teach me that.
But I did teach you to wet the knife with cold water, or do you enjoy crying? So as I was saying, they produce 20 types of cider in Normandy. They have sweet ones and some dry ones. They have some bitter ones and then some more sort of fruity ones. And they have tranquil ciders and they have sparkling ciders. They have bubbly ciders and some more pale green ones. They have some more reddish ciders, but the best cider is mortal cider. Mute cider. See, it's just this man who uses any excuse to stick his nose in my kitchen.
What did Funès do to you, Nicole?
To me, nothing, and to you?
Nothing. did he do to me?
Are you finished with the onion?
Yes.
Good. Let us now move on to le heur de chandelier. In Creole, a boar's head. You've seen the one that's in the living room, surely?
You can eat that?
That one is embalmed, Elisa. It's a trophy.
But the hairs are wiry.
Yes, that is why before it's cooked, you have to singe every one. Now, another thing. This iron, when red hot, is put through the boar's ears to clean out the dirt, like this, huh? Oh, come on, Elisa. Don't be frightened. Here, come hold it. What is this? You hear him and you crumble.
I need to go to the toilet.
But you piss your pants.
My belly is squishing me. It makes me want to go.
Well, I don't want you to do it here in my kitchen. Go. I got you, my precious. Feasts like these come with consequences. Come, Elisa, look! I told you that today was going to be a great day. Oh, come on, what's wrong? It's just a rat. It's pretty dead. But look at this. Look at the stomach. Look how bloated it is. Do you think it was the poison? Or do you think she could have been pregnant?
You are...
What? What?
A bitch! An absolute bitch!
Cheers, Elisa. How are you?
Morning.
Oh, don't tell me you're still upset. I've already forgotten about it all. Especially with this weather, the sky so blue, the garden full of flowers. Let's not hold a grudge. What do you say?
I thought the wind would never stop blowing.
But now you see it will soon get very hot. It will be as unbearable as the wind. But luckily, I won't be here. But today is a beautiful day. A real spring day.
And what are we cooking today?
Today, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Monsieur's gone in hunt of the boar, and Madame's gone to the city for a day or two. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't.
Well, you can rest and you can take the day off.
I could go to the city.
To the city? What for?
You say that because you know it well.
Me? I only ever travelled for my training. I was always in the kitchen. I didn't have time to waste, and I didn't want to waste Madame's money. I always chose the cheapest rooms in the basement. What did I want air for? The cow needed air to give Madame and Monsieur good milk.
But Nicole...
What?
Didn't you ever want something different?
Different?
Did you never dream of another life?
Dream. One always dreams. If I ever wanted...
And what did you want?
Leave me alone, Elisa. You're making me think nonsense.
I'm leaving.
Oh, there we go. Now you have to stab the knife in the right place.
What?
Sharp and ready for Monsieur's return. You cut off the boar's head at the shoulders with it.
Goodbye, Nicole.
Elisa, pass me those cereals. Something that I want you to know. It's a new technique that Madame is trying out.
For what?
As far as I know, the calves are separated from their mothers, and they're fed exclusively with cereals, and then they're made anemic with certain drugs. And that way, they get a very tender white meat like little chickens.
And?
Well, if that works, we could even whiten your baby.
What?
Yes, Elisa, make him white.
Why don't you stop being such a pain?
Oh, it was just a joke. It's just that since the father, he must be half Negro.
How do you know what the father looks like? You've never seen him. Nicolasa.
What did you say?
Nicolasa.
Don't you ever call me that again.
And what do you want me to call you? That is your name.
Name is Nicola. Nicola!
Stop pretending to be so refined, would you? Everyone around here laughs at you behind your back. Even Madame and Monsieur make fun of your airs.
That is rubbish! Rubbish!
Come on, Nicolasa! Daughter of a farm cook and a migrant worker who knocked her up and fled. Or are you going to pretend as if you have a father?
Shut up, you filthy cow. You're talking the same rubbish as that horde of dumb negroes who are green with envy because Madame and Monsieur are all kind
Did
of...
you sleep in the basement?
Enough! Your lies smell of shit. The same shit you wallow in with all those men who want to fill you up. And I will rip out your black guts with your bastard child and all, and I'll make you eat them piece by piece. You cow! You filthy, disgusting cow! I'm going to... chopped into pieces. Did you mince the liver, the bacon, and the butter? Come on, they have to be done in exactly the same proportions.
But don't tell me you're going to cook after what happened.
You're going to cook, or do you have a better idea?
How can you think about cooking? I don't understand.
You don't have to understand anything. You just have to hurry up. Many people will come to give their condolences. We'll have to serve them, feed them. Madame will probably already have received the telegram we sent her. She'll be here any minute. I know her. She'll want us to serve those that come in the manner that Monsieur would have wanted.
But how is Madame?
Enough chit-chat. We don't have a minute to waste. Besides the blackbird terrine, we'll prepare lamb trotters a la poulette. We'll have to poach them in white wine, and that will take about 3 hours.
Where should I start?
With the mince, Elisa. Didn't I just tell you? Tomorrow there'll be a constant parade of people coming in and out. Pretty like Monsieur will be here to see it. Poor Monsieur.
He was a great hunter, wasn't he?
He was a great. He so wanted to hunt the half moon. Poor Monsieur. Did you prepare the mince?
No.
What are you waiting for? Monsieur loved blackbird terrine.
What happened, Nicole? How did it happen?
Well, nurse told me everything in full detail. When you finish with the mince, I want you to flambe the trotters. Do you really want to know in your state, frankly?
Tell me, what happened?
If you insist. It skewered him, Elisa. The half moon skewered him. It sunk its magnificent tusks into his balls and carried him off in a frantic race. Poor Monsieur left bloody tatters on the brambles and thorns as the hysterical hounds ran after the half moon and its involuntary jockey. Can you imagine, Lisa? He was mounted the other way around, castrated, and holding on tooth and nail to the beast's bum. And when his body finally fell to the ground, the furious hounds pounced on him and shredded him to pieces.
That's horrible! Horrible!
Okay, let's get back to work.
To work!
The terrine, Lisa.
Cooking! How can you think about cooking with what's happened?
I'm fulfilling my obligations. Mix the mince with the terrine.
Didn't you tell me to flambe the trotters? What should I do?
Both, Elisa.
I can't stop thinking about Madame. How do you think she'll take this?
Oh, I know how she's going to take it. The first thing she'll do is suspend my trip. Damn beast.
Calm down, Nicole. Later.
Later! You've no idea what you're talking about. Now Madame is going to cling to me like a leech. Poor Monsieur. To think he so wanted the boar's tusks. And then the boar ended up getting his huge...
Enough, Nicole! Enough! You're crazy!
Okay, I'm going to go down down to the cellar. It's time to prepare the wine. Now, which do you think would be best to go with the blackbird terrine?
Well, what do I know?
Well, learn, Elisa, learn. The one that Monsieur would have chosen, a red or rosé from Corsica. Well, I'm going to go down to get it. And then we can make a toast to Monsieur. And also, of course, to the magnificent trophies that the bar kept. There you are. How the ends are cut, then they're tied with a string, and it has to be made of hemp. Then you wrap them in 2 slices of bacon and you boil them. Is the water ready?
Almost. Madame didn't take it so badly, did she?
No, she took it much better than I thought she would.
Well, first, she was very busy giving food to the people that came by, and now she's dedicating all her time to the calves.
Well, what she's really excited about is the birth of your little calf. She's prepared her whole life. She must be knitting night and day.
So you and Madame will be traveling?
Madame wants to learn a little more about the calf whitening.
I told you you'd still be able to go away.
Traveling with Madame is not the same as traveling alone.
Nicole, there's something I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I was thinking that you don't need me anymore.
What do you mean?
I'm leaving.
You're joking.
I need to go.
I need. What does I need mean?
Just that. I'm leaving.
And you say it just like that? Without even blinking an eye? You think I've dedicated all these months to teaching you step by step the secrets of cuisine l'ancienne for you to merely tell me now that you're leaving?
No, but what do you want me here for? Madame is also leaving.
But what about what I taught you? What I passed on to you? Yeah, you were nurtured by the spirits of the greats. Casimir, chef de la maison d'or, Kunowski, prince of Gascogne. Here, the little sense of smell you have has been refined to distinguish the aromas of spices. Here, you have become skilled in precise cuts. And all for what? To go back to your village to cook le chou?
I'm not going to cook anything. I don't want to cook. I've had it up to here with your cuisine à l'ancienne.
Oh, I want to learn, Nicole. I want to learn to be a great cook like you. To piss me off. That is what you wanted. That is what you wanted.
I wanted to find the father of my child.
The father of your child.
He left without knowing that I was pregnant. I came looking for him because I found out that he was working at a nearby field. Funez helped me. But before I could see him, he went for the south.
And what are you going to do, run after him with that stomach?
He's the father of my child.
He doesn't even know you're pregnant.
He's the father.
Hmm? And what if you can't find him? What will you do?
I have to find him.
And what if he doesn't want the baby? Did you think about that? What are you going to do? Give birth in the field like a cow?
I'm going to find him.
Listen. Why don't you just stay here until after the baby's born? Then you can go running after him. It's better that way. You know that Madame will look after you like a daughter.
No!
You're saying no to me, you ungrateful wench, after everything Madame has done for you, after everything she's given you.
I'll speak to Madame. She'll understand. She's always been good to me.
And you pay her back like this?
I need to go.
I need to go. You only ever think about yourself, ungrateful and selfish. And what about poor Madame? To make her suffer like a bitch just because you feel like stealing that baby away.
You don't understand. You don't understand. I need to go. Goodbye.
You always get your own way.
No, not always. Are they going out in search of the ball?
The half moon. Who is taking you?
Funes. Madame asked him.
She did well. Did she give you the layette?
Yes. It's beautiful. All the little garments embroidered by hand. You know, Madame is so good.
Here, I prepared this for you. It's a typically Parisian dessert. It's called Bridges of Love. A crispy pastry with homemade preserve, nice and red and thick.
Thank you.
Carry it carefully, it's fragile. How do we know if it's a boy or a girl?
I'll send a message to Madame. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye. Elisa?
Yes?
Make sure that Funes doesn't stray from the path.
Don't worry. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Your foodie is ready, huh? Let's see. Oh, so good. Yes, you're eating so well. You know, I knew you would have a good appetite the first time I saw you. In the middle of the road, where the crispy, broken pastries of Bridges of Love was getting stuck to your little wet forehead. Well, I told her to be careful. I said those Bridges of Love are fragile. Watch that Funes doesn't stray from the path, but she didn't listen. Funes has a heart that is hard as stone. He wouldn't have any compassion, even though she was pregnant. Madame had asked him to. And when I saw you, she had stopped screaming, and her eyes were fixed on Funes, the same look as the cow. And you were crying. And I picked you up. And I held you in my arms, and I cleaned you with the embroidery that Madame made for you. I cleaned all the marks off you, like raspberry marmalade. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that your mummy's left us, because Madame and I are going to look after you very well, so that you can grow up to be a good, strong boy. Oh, so good. Yes, it's all finished. That's how I like it. And now, you are going to go to sleep like a very good little boy. Huh? Because I have a lot to do. Mummy's left us. She would never have been a good cook. She had no sense of smell. Ah!